man who has become pretty much one of the major voices in boxing, long-time analyst for ESPN, a man who has had a great record training fighters. His knowledge of the sport is tremendous. His knowledge of the sport really casts a tremendous light on the sport from the standpoint of technique, of preparing for an event. Really, if he wasn't an analyst and a trainer, he'd be a teacher. And to a large extent, as a trainer, he is a teacher. Please welcome Teddy Atlas.
Thank you. Well, hey there, boy, this is quite a turnout. There's either a hell of a lot of interest in this fight or it's a hell of a good buffet line. Maybe a combination of both. This hotel is a beautiful hotel, and I think I want to start by saying it's nice we appreciate being here and appreciate the warmth that we felt since we came here last night. You know, when you're beginning this business as a fighter or later on maybe as a trainer, coach, you aspire to be the best. I mean, that's what makes it all worthwhile, whether you get there or not. But you're trying to get the same place that people in the NFL, people in MLB, people in the NBA, you're trying to get to the Super Bowl. And when you're given an opportunity to get to the Super Bowl, you want to make the most of it. And to me, that's what this is. These fighters, staying on that analogy and staying on that path, these fighters are Peyton Manning and Brady. They've been to a lot of Super Bowls. And this is what they're in the business for. Getting to the top to show that they are the best. We have an opportunity to fight a fighter in Manny Pacquiao, who has been one of the best, most dynamic fighters of the last decade. And to me, didn't get there just because the stars lined up properly. To me, has been one of the best fighters of the last decade, a 5-time world champion. We look forward to the opportunity now on the 9th to fight not only Pacquiao, who has been this tremendous force in the business, but to have an opportunity, and I think what makes this fight special, there's a lot of interest in LA Lakers games, people going to the games this year, and not because of the team they are, but because there's somebody named Kobe Bryant who's not going to be around anymore. There was a lot of interest last year, or it was the year before, in the New York Yankees. Not because of the New York Yankees, because someone named Derek Jeter wasn't going to be around no more. Part of the interest here is to get an opportunity to see a great fighter for the last time. And an opportunity to see a great fighter in Timothy Bradley show against that fighter how great he is and what his place is. We look forward to it. We look forward to the challenge, and it's a tremendous challenge. Tremendous challenge, a difficult challenge. But we look forward to it, and we're grateful for the opportunity to be in another Super Bowl. I'm taking Brady. Thank you.
Thank you, Teddy. Great as usual. I look forward to this promotion because I can listen to Teddy speak, because Teddy knows, I told him this, that when I started in boxing 50 years ago, there was a guy around who was his mentor named Customato. When I listened to Teddy, he was sort of hearing custom, I hear. So that's great. Freddie Roach is a great trainer. He's a great guy. He's somebody who says what he thinks, and even though he's asked sometimes not to say it, if that's what he thinks, he's going to say it. But that's Freddie. He's the genuine article. He's a great trainer. We all love him. The trainer of Manny Pacquiao, Freddie Roach.
Thanks, Bob. I'm really excited about this fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to Manny Pacquiao's retirement fight and Manny going on to become president of his country. And, you know, I think Manny Pacquiao is the greatest fighter of his decade, of his era. He had 8 world championships. I'll never see that in my lifetime again. No one will duplicate that, man. That's yours forever. As far as football goes, I'm from New England and I like the Patriots a little bit, but you can have Brady.
Before I introduce and bring to the microphone the fighters, I want to tell everybody that because this event is so big and because this event means so much for various different reasons, this undercard that we're putting together is spectacular. The televised undercard I call the Donald Trump undercard because it features all Hispanic fighters. And I want to give the Hispanic fighters the opportunity to perform before Mr. Trump deports them out of the country. And I've dedicated this televised undercard to the 12 million undocumented people who live among us, who work so hard and give so much to this country, and who live, by and large, exemplary lives, and want to know that there are a lot of people who have their back and are not going to allow them to be deported. There is one fighter here who will be on the televised undercard, who is fighting a 2-time Mexican Olympian, Oscar Valdez. He's a former world champion. He's Russian, but he too has adopted the persona of a Mexican. He calls himself the Mexican Russian. Evgeny Gradovich, stand up. The undercard press conference, we're going to do a special press conference down at the Conga Room in LA the Wednesday after the Super Bowl. So I'll welcome you all back to cover that. Oscar Valdez will be there, Jose Ramirez, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez will be fighting for a world title. They'll all be there. It's well worth coming to that press conference. But now let's get back to the main event. The main event has captured or should capture everybody's imagination. Tim Bradley was always a great fighter. He always gave 120% in the ring. But I don't think anybody can doubt that he showed in his last fight that he is an even better fighter than he has been previously. As good as he was better, and he showed better strategy, better skills, in that fight that he had in November 7th, in Las Vegas against Brandon Rios. He's been a true champion and a great, great credit for the sport. I love what a family man he is. I love the kind of values that he has. He has really made us all proud who love the sport of boxing. He's a 5-time world champion. He's the WBO welterweight champion of the world. Please welcome Tim, the Desert Storm Bradley.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Also, I want to thank God for allowing me to be here once again in this spot, this position. I want to thank Top Rank. I want to thank Team Bradley. I want to thank my wife, my manager, my brother-in-law as well. I also want to thank HBO. I want to thank this lovely hotel for bringing me back. And wow, April 9th. It's the only day on my calendar, man. Camp starts February 15th. Everybody keeps asking me, are you training already? Are you getting ready? And I'm like, guys, it's not my first day at the rodeo. It takes 8 weeks to get ready for a fight. It might take me 7 weeks, but 8 weeks. I've been here before in this position. I've heard on, I don't know if it's on the record, but I heard that Manny Pacquiao chose me because he knows me. I think it's different now, I honestly do. I think this fight will definitely be different than the first 2 altercations that we had. And that's all I can tell you. I think it's gonna be a great fight, really exciting fight. It's Manny Pacquiao's farewell fight. I know he wants to win the fight really badly, and so do I. And I just want to say one more last thing, man. Just to piggyback on what was said at the end before Freddie Roach ended. I might not be Brady, but he's no Bill Belichick. So let me tell you, he's no Belichick. I might not be Brady, but he is definitely not Belichick. So that's my end. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
As a Giant fan, I represent Tom Coughlin. A late Tom Coughlin. Manny Pacquiao has been with us so many years. And I know there's been talk that this may be Manny's last fight. I can't believe it. It could be, and it may very well be, but when I stand up here to introduce him in this ballroom at the Beverly Hills Hotel, where I've done it so many times and so many memories, I can't come to grips with the fact that it would be the last time. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. That's up to Manny. I know he has a great career. He's been a congressman for 2 terms in the Philippines, representing Sarangani province. He's now going to run for Senate, which is a nationwide position. 12 senators are elected every 6 years, and 24 senators make up the Senate in the Philippines. It's a very important post, and we wish him well. I wish him well in that election. So I know he has a great, great future in politics, and he can do so much for the Philippine people and the Philippine nation. And where do you get somebody who's in politics, who keeps giving of his own, doesn't take but gives. That's not usually what politicians do, whether in this country or any other place in the world. And as a fighter, he has brought us great thrills, great excitement, great events, and he's always given us everything that he had. If this is truly the last time, Manny, it's been a great ride, and I want to thank you for everything. And if it isn't the last time, I'm happy to come up here once again to introduce you for yet another fight. But in any event, I want to say what a privilege it's been to promote you, and I want to bring up one of the great fighters of our time, one of the great humanitarians of our time, certainly somebody who has elevated the sport of boxing. Please welcome my friend, Manny "Pac-Man" Pacquiao.
Thank you, Bob. First of all, I would like to thank God for this opportunity and give us a good, a beautiful day and a good health. I would like to thank HBO for supporting me for all my whole career. When I start fighting in America, and I would like to thank Freddie Roach. He's not only my trainer, but he's my brother, like my family. He's been good to us, and he's very nice person, man. And of course, I would like to thank all the fans, the media, and the press who are always there to behind us, supporting, to be to enable us to promote, helping us to promote the fight, every fight that we had. The greatest achievements in life, what I believe, is not what we have done in ourselves, but what we do to others, and especially our relationship to the Lord, our God, and that's the most important thing, because we never know. Our life here in this world is too short. I don't know what day, what hours we will end our life here. But the most important thing is we love each other, we're united, we know each other, and I'm so thankful for this great opportunity before I'm going to retire. You're giving me another chance to prove in boxing that I can still fight until the end. And this is a great opportunity and privilege that to fight Bradley again. And I choose Bradley because I believe Bradley is different than before, than we had the last fight. He improved a lot, and we know that, and we saw that in his last fight with Rios. And also, I believe that we can make a lot of action in the ring in this fight. And thank you to all the fans. I want to say thank you to all of you. Maybe this is our last time. You know, maybe this is our last time to see each other. And giving you thanks for all your support. Without you guys, we're not here. Without your help and support, we can't be here in front of you. And of course, the blessings from the Lord. With God, all things are possible, and that's what I receive from the Lord. And be obedient to God. And of course, thank you to all the friends, even though those who are not my friends, I will call you friends. thank you for this another fight that I have for the last time. And I want to thank all of you, especially Bradley Team Bradley. Thank you for this, making a historic fight in my career. And I'm so happy hanging my gloves after this fight because of what I have done. I'm sure I will feel sad after that, but that's life. Not all the time you're keep on fighting. Not at the time, all the time you're in the ring. But it's time, I think. I remember when I started boxing because I want to help my family, my mother. And now I end my boxing career because I want to help my countrymen, the Filipino people. That's how I remember I started. Because I started boxing because I want to help my family, my mother, and everything that I can be a boxer, and everything that I can be, I can accomplish all this. And now I end my boxing career because of my desire in my heart that I want to help the people, the Filipino people. I want to serve the people. And thank you to all of you, and God bless. I hope you're going to watch this coming April 9 with Timothy Bradley at NGM Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you to all the Filipino fans. Thank you.
Thank you, Manny. Well said.